It's chest day, baby. Let's go.
Percent skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
What up, Fit Fam? Hey, just pulled in to Retro Fitness and we're about to go get a workout in. It's chest day, and then when I'm done the workout, I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit about emotional eating, because yesterday was a rough day for me, just with motivation trying to get into the weight room, and I gotta tell you, I didn't make it to the gym yesterday. So here's to hoping we have a good lift today. And I'd be lying if I said I was super pumped. Having a hard time getting motivated even today. So I'm gonna make a pre-workout drink just to help give me a little edge to get through this workout. So let's get this pre-workout drink in, and then let's go hopefully get a good lift in. We're gonna throw in some modern BCAAs. What's up, Fit Fam? Thanks for checking out this video. Before we start, I want to encourage you to go ahead and like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. It's just a great way for me to keep building up my family of supporters, and I'm so appreciative for all that you all have done so far and get me to this journey. And I've got some exciting news for you today. Drum roll, please. Boom. Guess who's lost 50 plus pounds? This guy. Oh yeah. Yeah, so this past Wednesday when I weighed in, I have lost a total of 55 pounds from my heaviest weight. That's a huge accomplishment. That means I'm 45 pounds away from my goal weight of 220. So when I weighed in at 265. I'm super excited about that, and it just goes to show that when you really are dedicated to something, and you don't have cheat days, and you just put your mind to it, you can achieve and you will see results. Someone the other day was telling me that, you know, Alan, it's okay if you cheat every once in a while, and I said, you know what, you're probably right, but I want to get to my goal, and therefore I'm not going to have cheat days. Occasionally I'll have a snack or treat myself, but I'm not going to go full out and cheat. Like a cheat day for me is like having an ounce of cheese or having sushi for dinner. It's not it's not just going out and eating a whole pizza, because I want to see results, and I've been seeing the results, and that just keeps me motivated to not have a cheat day. So now what I want to talk to you about is emotional eating, because it's something that I celebrated this high of being up or of losing 55 pounds, but this past few days have been kind of rough, just having this urge to be eating due to my emotions. And the last few days just been a couple, kind of been down. one day particularly, I was having a hard time getting motivated to go to the weight room and work out, so I just didn't. And some other things happened that just kind of made me stressed, a little frustrated. And my initial thought was, screw it, I'm just gonna go get something to eat that I want. I'm just gonna eat. Screw it. And I had to stop and realize that the reason I was saying that is because how I was feeling, because I was stressed and frustrated, and that by me saying that, I was going to lean on food as a coping mechanism, and that's not healthy. In fact, I think that's a downfall for a lot of people when it comes to trying to lose weight and get healthy, is that we're not always willing to admit that we are an emotional eater, right? That's kind of embarrassing, but that's something that I've recognized. And so in the moment, I realized, hey, I'm going to go do something stupid. I don't really want to go eat McDonald's right now. If I did go ahead and eat at McDonald's, I would feel guilty about it and just feel even worse. And the key is that I recognize that, I had an emotional connection with food, and that was a way that I kind of coped with the anxiety or stress or fear. And so instead of going to McDonald's, I decided I was going to go home. I had some water, and I went and watched a little TV, and then just and fell asleep. Did a little praying and a little reading of the Bible, and things were better, and I felt better in the long term. Now, I know a lot of people struggle with emotional eating, and I'm not a psychologist or any of that, or have a doctor's degree in any of this, so this is just kind of where I'm coming from. Don't trust me as your clinical doctor or whatever. That would never be a smart idea. First thing is, we have to admit that we have an emotional connection with food, or that we have an emotion, that food has a kind of a grip on our lives. And that's not an easy thing. A lot of us don't like to admit that. That's kind of humiliating. So first thing we have to do is admit that. And the second thing we have to do is realize, what are the times in my life when I might be leaning on food when I shouldn't. And recognizing what that pattern is, because then when we recognize that pattern, we recognize, oh, I want to go eat this junk food right now because I'm feeling like this. By naming it and identifying it is huge, and saying, okay, I'm not going to give into that. Because if you know it's there, you're not going to go step into that door. And then once we've named it and we've identified it, we need to have like a backup plan. Like, if you already know in your head what you're going to do in that situation, then when you're in that situation, you have more of an opportunity of succeeding. Right? In football, we have a 2-minute drill, and we practice that every offensive practice. We'd end with the 2-minute drill. Why? Because we're not always in the 2-minute drill, but there might be a chance when we're in a 2-minute drill, and if we know what we're doing, then we're going to have a better opportunity of succeeding in a short window of time. Same goes with our habits. And as I'm talking about this, we have an ice cream truck driving by. Thanks, Mr. Ice Cream Truck, for my weight loss video. This is just what we need. Nobody wants to buy your ice cream. Go somewhere else. As all the little kids in the neighborhood go running after the ice cream truck. Anyway, yeah, once we've named that we have the issue, we have an emotional connection, and then we know the situations where we might be leaning on food, and being willing to recognize that and say, okay, I'm not going to do that this time, and having your backup plan in place, it's just an easier way for you to be able to defeat that emotional connection. Anyway, I'm Loud Alan. I'm losing it. I've lost 55 pounds so far. Thanks to y'all being part of my Fit Fam. I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. It's not always fun. It's not always easy. In fact, this past week was not easy. We just talked about it. But we got to keep fighting. And y'all posting stuff on my Instagram and Facebook page just encourage me along the way. It means the world to me. So keep it up. And if you haven't started in on this journey and you know that you need to, what are you going to do this week to set yourself up for success, to start a journey to changing your life and regaining control of your life and not letting food control it? Thank you all so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to build up my fit fam, and I'm so glad that you guys are a part of that. Loud Allen out.